We come into this world with our eyes closed. And most of us choose to live our whole lives that way. We blindly follow anyone who will lead us, giving ourselves over to anything that provides us with a sense of purpose. For me, it was the Marines. I had enlisted 6 months ago with my best friend, Will. Now we were a half a world away, being deployed into South Korea. We were brothers in arms. No matter how bad it got, I could always count on him to keep me in line.
Cheer up, Mitchell. Can't be all that bad.
I guess it's just finally starting to sink in.
No, this is what we signed up for.
Well, the old man was a leatherneck, so I didn't really have much of a choice.
Yeah? I joined up because of the old man, too. More just to get away from him.
I can't get much further away than this.
All right! All right!
All units, this is Spaceman, commencing drop in 1 mic.
Badger 01, standing by.
All pods set to engage. Copy, dropping in grid 3159er. Repeat, 3159er. Cross-checked and verified.
Everybody hold tight. Here we go. Just like in training, Mitchell.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deploy!
30 seconds to insertion point. Hey! See you on the other side. Hey, man! I'm seeing heavy enemy fire on our drop pad!
Copy that, Badger 01, adjusting your trajectory.
Hold on! Mitchell! Close the black shield! Come on, Mitchell! Now! Mitchell, now!
The first one here. So
Resetting drop point!
I didn't even say first. Would you? How are you the first to a comment section without saying first? Breaking the rules. You finally see the first mission. It's not anything special. I mean, there's a cool out of bounds, I guess, but
Mitchell, hit the door.
because you don't see so. That's a fair point.
Badger Squad, the North Koreans have invaded the city and are pushing towards your position. Watch out for fire teams in your AO.
Copy that. Keep your eyes open, team. Yeah. Damn. Okay. We need to get our feet on
I
the
like
ground and
crashed
move up
there
to
for some reason.
Demo
That was
Team
weird.
1. Yes, sir. Clear spot over here. Wrap this up.
Solid copy, Bravo 3-2. Negative on case back. Do what you can.
Oh my god, I didn't make it. Still gotta wait forever.
Someone get on that turret! Keep those drones up! Need to buy time for the EMP to charge up! They're all over us!
So yeah, if I don't get in that, if I get in that turret right away, the game will just stop.
EMP's at 50%!
It's like a thing.
Taking heavy
And it
damage!
seems to only happen on PC, which is weird. Or at least it's worse on PC.
EMP's charged! fired off!
Thanks for the help, Badger Squad.
Good work, soldier.
Thank you, Chap. Yeah. You did. That's next level. That was weird. Still pretty good though. Why did it do that? It's not at all worth it. That was pretty good. I am well.
Team should be nearby. Over there!
This is literally the Matrix 3? Wait, why is that?
I see their explosive packs. We can
I
steal
barely
them.
even remember what the Matrix 3 is.
We're not. We wait for another demo team and that launcher's gonna move position.
I'll get the charges, sir. Just give me cover.
You sure will?
Yeah, I can make it.
Okay. Mitchell, roll lines. We'll cover your movement.
Let's do it.
Don't melee me. Oh, screw that.
Gonna have to find an access panel and grab the charges inside. Copy that, sir.
Defender 2-3, coming into assist. Switching target.
Okay, he's already moving.
Launcher
That's
is
good.
tearing us up. What's your status?
Demo
This should
team
be
is
right around
KIA.
gold split pace.
We're attempting to complete the
Maybe a
mission
little slow.
ourselves.
We're taking hits. Moving position.
See how slow he's moving? I swear one time I played this level and he was like actually running like a normal person and I saved like 13 seconds on this last section. But he's doing this like weird slow motion walk and I don't know why.
Mitchell, over here.
Actually this is slower than I thought. He might have just been moving like even slower, I don't know.
Okay, time to second. Ah! Ah! Oh, shit. Damn, I think my arm's broke. Okay, full. Ah! Ah! Shit. Don't worry about that time. One more time. Pull! Ah! Lift it off. You gotta go now. Mitchell! We're out of time! You gotta jump now!
It's okay. I'll see you on the other side.
Oh, thanks for the sub. Wow, that's my first tier 2 sub actually, dang. So this is a very different, I don't know how much code speedruns you've watched, but this is very different to MW2 style speedrunning. There's a lot of out of bounds and stuff in this game.
Stay with me. You're gonna be alright.
Although rescued him up in 66. Yeah, honestly, I think the best part about this game is the combat is surprisingly fun. First of all,
After a second day of heavy
but
fighting,
there
US
actually seems to be
Marines were
this game seems to have the
successfully able to drive
least
North Korean
randomness of any
forces
COD
out of
game,
Seoul.
except maybe
With
Cold
an
War. I
additional
think that one's
division
also
arriving
very,
soon, hopes
very
are
consistent.
high that we may finally see a return to peace and
But I haven't
stability
really
in the
seen
region.
any randomness in this game at all. There's probably some that I just haven't noticed yet because I haven't played it enough.
Why is one
but
man spared?
it's definitely
and
less than
another
like
taken?
MW2, COD 4,
To
MW3.
this day, I couldn't give you an answer. But death comes for us all. Eventually. When you lose over 6,000 men
Yeah,
in
so
4 hours,
Black
it's
Ops
easy
and
for
Modern
one
Warfare
death
series,
to
like
become just
both of
another
those
number.
entire series,
All
have a
I
lot of
knew was my
randomness
best
with
friend was gone. And a
teammate
part of
movement
me wished
speeds,
I
and
had been taken
I guess
instead.
this first level here,
dead.
where Will runs to the thing, that
They've
might be a bit
settled their
random,
debts.
but I'm not even sure yet.
It's
It
up
might
to
not
the
be. There
living
might be a
to pick
specific
up the
thing I can do to
tab.
fix it. So like I don't know enough to say that's
So
random.
it is time to say farewell to Private William.
But like we know for a
Robert
fact, there's just a lot of randomness in both of those series. Yeah. This one has plenty of issues itself, such as playing on PC will crash, almost guaranteed, multiple times.
He
So
leaves
that's a
behind
problem.
Family, friends, fellow
But the gameplay is
Marines,
surprisingly fun. The exosuit
great
movement is
formation.
not optimized for PC, but it's kind of alright. Also, we're about to pay respects in about 15 seconds. I probably should try that out. I don't know if you're talking about the single player, but being able to play MW3 with like really high FPS would be interesting for the speedrunning.
I'm sorry, Mitchell. Will was one of our best. Look,
Yeah,
we take care of our own.
the game does feel
You ever
surprisingly
need any-
like
Excuse me, Private Mitchell.
the Black
I'm
Ops
Jonathan
game's
Irons.
gameplay doesn't
I'm
feel
Will's
quite as fun to me as the Modern
Irons.
Warfare series, just for
I'm sorry for
a
your
variety
loss.
of reasons.
I'm sure you are, sir.
But this one feels just as
Private
clean
Mitchell,
and just
you
as
were
nice
Will's
as
best
Modern Warfare
friend.
games.
You both paid too high a price.
If anything, maybe even slightly
An
better.
unfortunate
Like it's
tragedy.
surprisingly good.
It was more than unfortunate, Sergeant. It was unnecessary. Son, I want to offer you a second chance.
Mr. Irons, Mitchell's been discharged with his injuries.
I'm aware of his injuries, Sergeant. At Atlas, we have prosthetics that are 20 years beyond anything the military could offer you. Will told me what kind of soldier you were. You deserve to fight for a military that's as effective as you are. Think about it,
He gives you like
Don't
3
let Will's
chances in
death
this whole campaign. By the way.
Sergeant.
Okay, everyone knows what to do.
So
this
here's my
time.
new strat here.
Get into
I need to get a
position.
game save at the right time, and I think I know how to do it.
2 on the terrace. On you, Mitchell. Drop 'em. Check that. They spotted us. Drop 'em.
Damn it, I actually suck at that like easiest jump. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. Did that wrong.
Close the kitchen.
Oh, they already killed him. Nice. Okay, game save. Perfect. Because this out of bounds trick here is like quite tough. Second try. Good enough. I almost didn't make that. Will this run be on YouTube? I mean, if it's world record, yes. I didn't put the previous one on YouTube, partly because it's kind of bad, and partly because copyright issues make it a hassle. Which I'll be able to get past for one video, I just don't want to have to deal with it for every single video.
Hello, Mitchell. Let's see what's going
This is a very good Atlas though. Only
Please,
mild
step over
mistakes.
here. Go ahead and place your arm on the table. Okay, just gonna run some diagnostics.
How much out of bounds?
Try and move your arm.
A ton of out of bounds for the first, like,
Making a small
pretty much every level you see on the splits here will have out of bounds. And then after that, there's
Okay.
only one
Again, please.
for the rest of the levels. So like the first
I
third
think
of the
I see
game
the
is just
problem.
filled with it. Which is kind of the best way to go about it, because they're the hardest tricks too.
One more time, please.
But this skip, it skips like, it saves like 6 minutes. It's massive.
All right, you're good.
There is
I
another
recommend
little
some
skip at the
trigger
end here,
time
but
to check
that's
the
not really
calibration.
out of bounds. That's just like being smarter than the devs with the way they place their triggers. So this part's weird here. Sometimes Gideon will just run straight through the closed door and lock me out. Usually he doesn't. I don't know what changes that. It just seems actually random. But I'm not sure if that's the case yet. Okay, it worked. Nice.
Here again. Trying to prove
Don't need to try. Still got first place.
your Exo is equipped with
Also, I don't know if doing this training course faster actually matters. The target spawns might all be
The
just
overdrive
a set
battery burns
times.
up quick, so
I haven't
use
really
it
tested that
sparingly.
yet.
Step up to the station.
Activating target training.
I'm playing on PC and it's going to crash.
Begin round 1.
I would legitimately rather play on PC with crashes than play on console. That's just my personal opinion.
Use
I'm just
overdrive.
very, very bad at using controllers.
Begin round 2. Use overdrive. Begin round 3.
It's a fourth one that spawned there. I can never remember the order properly.
Use overdrive.
That's all good. Did I win?
Training complete. Your score was excellent.
Wow, I came second.
Good job.
Pathetic. Oh, thanks for the gift sub too.
Boss,
Wow.
we got this thing ready to roll here.
No, I need this gun out. Mouse and keyboard connected to 2 computers. That's the strat. Just play 2 runs consecutively, and then when one of them crashes, just switch to the other one.
Type on the fly, depending on the threat. Activate the console. Toss a threat grenade.
Okay, I need to like actually pay attention.
Through walls to hit those targets. Switch to EMP to take out threats.
That was such a stupid waste of time.
Toss a smart grenade and aim at a target.
Trying. Oh my god, I wasted a good time again. I'm trying way too hard to pay attention to chat. Just
Good.
failing.
Run it
Okay.
again for a real challenge.
Activating grenade training.
Just threat grenade again.
Is that everything? No. That's everything.
Training complete.
Oh my god, the
Your
bits.
score was
Jeez, just
excellent.
throwing cash around right now.
Top job.
Thanks. Do appreciate it every time.
Exo Mark III demonstration beginning in 5 minutes in the atrium.
Also nice black stuff.
Stay sharp. Irons is gonna be watching.
Whoever designed grenade bits homing rocket. That's interesting, by the way. Like, I don't know if I like these grenades. They would be great to have as an option. They're super useful in some circumstances. Like when I'm doing that out of bounds, I actually got lucky this time and my teammates went and killed the guy. But my backup strat is that I run out of bounds and then throw homing grenades to kill the final guy and get the save when I want. So they're really useful for that, but when I see a group of like a bunch of enemies in front of me, I don't feel as confident in controlling these grenades how I want. Like, I feel like I'm going to throw them and they'll just kind of fly off randomly and get 1 or 2 kills when I could have gotten 4 or 5 by throwing them correctly. So it's a little weird.
My lead, my Here they come! Take them down! Use overdrive!
Yeah, you can B-hop in this game. It's strange. I'll explain it in a second. Okay, just had to like skip everything there. So if you're going downhill like this, B-hops aren't very effective. If you're going on flat ground or uphill, they preserve speed perfectly, so you can just really fly away. I don't have a Twitter because I despise that website. This is looking like solid pace.
Looks like we have an operator on our hands. He's getting there, sir.
You're a Half-Life runner? Oh yeah. I mean,
good job, son.
I have a weird opinion on bunny hopping, I guess. Like, I've played a lot of Portal 2, so I have a lot of experience with bunny hopping, but I don't necessarily prefer it. I was just barely a gold split.
I thought I was
pretty
done,
nice.
But Irons gave me something to believe in. It's one thing to get your foot in the door.
Portal 2 B-hopping in particular is something
I got
special.
my first chance 2 months later.
That's the best I can say about it.
Just over 12 hours ago, Nigerian Prime Minister Samuel
I've never tried
Ababoye
Half-Life, but if I was going to, I'd probably attempt Half-Life 1. I don't like the feel of the Half-Life 2 or Portal 1 engines. They just... I don't really know how to describe it, I just don't like them. But Half-Life 1 was pretty good when I tried
the
it.
location and true identity of its leader,
Portal 1 uses
codenamed
AVH,
Hades,
Portal 2 doesn't.
remains unknown. While the motivation for this abduction is unclear, it is in keeping with a series of boulder
Portal 2 was like
attacks
CS:GO
attributed to
B-hopping, but
KVA over
much
the
worse.
past several years. Your mission is to link up with host nation forces under the command of Captain Ajani
Yeah.
and effect the immediate release of the PM.
These amateurs think they understand hostage rescue. We'll show them how it's done.
Portal's a great speed game and casual game, and Portal 2 is a great co-op game. Like they're really good games overall, but they're both pretty optimized for speedruns now. I've been in the Portal 2 community for quite a while and have stopped playing it over the past few years.
Try not to fall in love with the toys. Still comes down to soldier the use of them. Good job.
Yeah, that's pretty funny how ABH came to be. That's kind of a great story.
You're up.
Fly drones live. Sending you the feed.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who like base their entire goal of speedrunning at a game of like, does this game have good movement? And if not, I'm just not going to touch it. Or not even good movement. It's like, does it have skill-based movement? And it's not even, is the game fun? And I think that's like a terrible way to go about it. But I don't know. If that's what you really want, then do that, I guess. But that's just a couple of people I know that think that way.
Conference room up ahead.
To me, it's like, if I'm having fun playing the game, then it doesn't really matter. I'll do whatever.
There's the Prime Minister. Boss, look who's with him.
Hades.
We're gonna bag him.
PM's our first priority.
We are all men, born to die. Some guilty.
Need for Speed Most Wanted was a great game. I had that on console back in the day. I haven't really seen much, guys. I don't watch speedruns, but I have seen a few speedruns of that, or bits of. Yeah. See, I don't really like when a game is completely dominated by one aspect like that. I feel like it makes it a little more boring. But I mean, obviously, if the movement is that fun, then obviously that's going to make the game really fun to you.
Prophet, they just executed a hostage.
But like in COD, the movement is just not that important. Like it obviously helps to be good at it, but you have to be good at everything else as well to have a good overall time.
They'll kill the Prime Minister. They'll kill him anyway. We'll get him out alive. Keep it tight.
There's another out of bounds right here, by the way.
Incoming midlink from command.
See if I can hit
Let's
this
show
first
them what
try.
Atlas can do. The KVA have been terrorizing this region for
Easy
far
first
too
try.
long. It's time to send them a message. A handshake with the Prime Minister, I could turn this entire region around. So take him alive. No pressure. Russia? Whoa, pressure. Good luck.
If I don't mess up something dumb here, this is going to save a lot of time. Because this went quite badly on my first run. So that guy did not want to die. And now I'm getting wrecked. Okay, we should be good. I was way too slow and sketchy there. But what was going on there is I needed to get a few kills to prevent this crashing later on. At least that's my current theory on what prevents the crash.
Get across the street. Watch yourself.
Almost got run over. Gotta play a quick game of Frogger here.
Target truck is approaching your position.
There we go. That was a little sketch, but I'll take it.
Mitchell, on me.
You should have eyes on the truck.
When did I start running this game?
I see it.
3 weeks ago? I'm not sure. It was pretty recent.
Fuck it. Let's do this. Jump.
This game was super dead for a long time. The world record a few days ago was 2 hours 51 minutes.
Put down those SUV.
But a lot of out of bounds skips and things were found recently. So I'm the first one to do like a full run with all that stuff. Oh, it crashed anyway. Okay, that's interesting. I might need to kill more people at the turret section. I kind of panicked because I took so much damage.
After Korea, I thought I was done, but Irons gave me something to believe in. It's one thing to get your foot in the door. Next, you gotta prove you belong there. I got my first chance 2 months later.
Just over 12 hours ago, Nigerian Prime Minister Samuel Abadoyo was taken hostage while attending an international technology summit.
Yeah, I don't know. I
in
used to think that
Lagos.
way about
We believe
speedruns
this to be
being
the
that
work of the
long,
KVA,
but
a leading anti-Western
then I did one,
terrorist
and then I did
organization
some more,
founded by former
and
Chechen
it's fine.
separatists. The location and
I think
true
it helps
identity of
being
its leader,
COD is being
codenamed Hades,
helps that COD
remains
is full of
unknown.
cutscenes.
While the motivation for this
So it gives you
abduction
little
is
breaks
unclear, it is
every
in
now and
keeping
then.
with a series of boulder attacks attributed
Much
to
easier
the
than just
KVA
all
over
that
the past
gameplay all the
several
time.
years. Your mission is to link up with host nation forces under the command of Captain Ajani and effect the immediate release of the PM.
I've also had a few people comment on my voice occasionally.
We'll show now it's done. Waiting on you, rookie.
Yeah, hang on a sec, alright? The, still off.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that crash is caused by too many enemies alive on the map. I kind of wasn't taking the care to kill the extra guys in the cars before blowing them up. I don't know if that matters. But I'm pretty certain I just need to kill more people by the turret. I should just stand around there and like really make sure it's worth the time. But on the bright side, it will never crash when you load back into the game like this. Like it's totally crash proof. I've had it set up a thing where it will crash no matter what when you get to a certain section. Then if you go resume game, it just doesn't. See, last car spawn, then crash. So that's nice at least. It doesn't lose like a horrible amount of time. So this traffic was on pace to be about a 7:30. So we'll see what we get here. I think I probably lost like 30 seconds to that crash. Obviously not great, but... Yeah, 100% speedruns of GTA that are 10 hours long. I don't see how to do those either personally. But I mean, I did a Modern Warfare Trilogy run recently that was 5 hours long. It definitely did suck. Like, I wasn't... I don't think I could do much more than that in one go. But I'm glad I did it. San Andreas is actually longer? That's interesting. I'm not surprised, to be honest. San Andreas was just a great game, full of so much stuff. Really? 2 clips you didn't go down? There we go. Don't run off the bus, come on. Every COD speedrun. That's a category, but there's definitely gonna have to be rules about pausing and like restarting the run like the next day. Because it's like 40 hours or something, I don't know. How long does that take? I assume that's not even that long. I don't think the Half-Life speedruns are like super lengthy, and that's only 3 games. Like the Modern Warfare trilogy I did was 5 hours, and then that's the shortest trilogy of the COD games too. And like that's still shorter than some single games, such as like it's half the length of GTA 5, 100%. A little over an hour, yeah, that's super manageable. Not a bad category.
Boy, no dozing. Job's not over till I say it is.
Please tell me this fucker's alive.
Stop stressing, he's breathing. Barely.
What the hell do we want with this guy anyway?
Don't know, don't care. That's up to the Buffins back at HQ. You get your money's worth of journey?
You delivered exactly as promised.
Drinks on me tonight. Yeah. You did alright, Mitchell.
There's world record for all 3, damn. I guess the movement's like pretty similar to all of them. Yeah, so I lost about 30 seconds for that crash.
Life with Atlas was nothing like the Marines, but I wasn't.
It's fine, I guess. I'm expecting at least another crash in this run, so like, whatever. So the thing is, I don't think I'm going to end up like fully optimizing this game, just because I don't know how to avoid all the crashes. At least not yet. So I'm probably just aiming for under 2 hours 30 minutes.
Oh, easy now.
And then I'll probably
I know it's probably the first time
do something else.
Hillbilly house has seen someone with a full set of teeth, but don't get carried away.
Well, that's funny, because that's what your mom... Oh. Did you see that shit?
Not bad, right?
You got lucky.
I did save a minute and a half there, because traffic went far worse on my first one. I don't remember what happened. It did crash again. But something else went pretty badly wrong, and I don't remember what. I think I messed up the out of bounds, like in a very bad way.
As you were, son. As you were.
So,
wait, Ghosts?
Something we can help you with, sir.
Henry got the world record on Ghosts somewhat recently, a few months ago. That was 2 hours 34 minutes.
I'll do you one better.
But it is a very dead game. It was super dead before he did that. But I am considering playing Ghosts at some point. But I need to like I've got a few COD games I'm thinking of, but I need to actually like casually play through them first before I can speedrun them. Like Infinite Warfare as well. That might be the next one, but I need to play through it first and see how it feels and all that stuff. Red Dagger doesn't... he's around. He doesn't really like actively do stuff.
I am Hades, and I am your savior. We have a visual on enemy packs in the northern laydown yard. Alpha has engaged
multiple targets at GRG grid.
I don't know what the differences in Infinite Warfare are. I played the first level like a tiny bit, just moving around on the ice at the top.
We have actionable intel that the KVA are
So yeah, I
trying to
don't
trigger a
know.
meltdown in the reactor building.
I need to get like
We're
velocity
inserting in
meter
the
and all the
south
stuff for
courtyard,
Infinite Warfare,
and we'll
which
push
might be a
north.
hassle.
This shit ends in the control room. Get in position.
I feel like that's true for every game.
Disengaging stealth.
Like, I don't know.
2-3. Understand we are still operating under a restricted...
But also with Half-Life, I guess, you can see the progress in your B-hopping ability as well. Like, if you just get better at B-hopping, you'll just consistently get faster times.
Full radiation.
Infinite Warfare was bundled with Remaster, yeah. It was the first COD to get like a massive amount of dislikes and hate and everything.
We've got a SAM launch at our 12 o'clock.
I think the trailer for Infinite Warfare was just destroyed by dislikes. And it was mostly because it was bundled with Remaster. I think that was the main reason. I'm probably wrong. That was my main reason. But I've been told otherwise sometimes.
Copy that, 2-3. We've got hostiles in our LZ. Copy. Roger. Bravo. Clear out those roofs.
Another huge out of bounds here, by the way. I don't even know how to complete this level normally. Oh my god, I missed. So this is a thing where I could have completed that like 5 seconds slower. Oh, sorry, I just switched weapons badly. I could have completed that like 5 seconds slower and I lost time, which is a little sad. Hopefully something's building.
Welcome to the party, Bravo! Rally out! Looks like Alpha's knee-deep. We'll push forward with them to the target field. Move out! Weapons free! Activate boost up!
Why am I missing that every time? I just like didn't even remotely take the right angle. I feel like it's one of those things I just don't really practice or like figure out much because I have a nice easy backup that barely saves time, barely loses time. But I should just like get better at that. Damn it. I knew I was going to mess that up eventually. Interesting checkpoint. I also need to practice that last out of bounds there a little bit more. It just feels kind of sketch sometimes. I didn't get far enough to the side. Oh my god, stop boosting. There we go. I think I should just do that setup like that, just lose like a second or so, just to make sure I get it. And that lost like 50 seconds, that was kind of cool. I sound a lot like another speedrunner you watch? Who's that? I know one Doom runner. Okay, yeah, I don't know that guy. Actually, I think I've heard of him, but yeah, I don't really. Most boring level coming up next, by the way. It still has out of bounds, but it manages to be 13 minutes long anyway. Which kinda sucks. Wait, isn't he like a mod on speedrun.com or something? Maybe that's where I heard his name from.
This just in, you're looking at what is obviously a very disturbing live shot there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Pacific reactor near Seattle. We have unconfirmed reports.
CDC has ordered an evacuation of all non-essential personnel within a 5-mile radius of downtown
begun distributing potassium iodide tablets, believed to be the most effective protection against radiation.
This is coming in live. It is raw footage. Appears to be some kind of statement from the KVA leader, Hades.
my fellow citizens
I have not,
of
no.
the world.
Haven't really looked at them at all. I played
You are afraid.
Arkham
You are
City
afraid
casually way
because you
back in
have
the
been
day.
woken from your sleep.
But I just don't watch many speedruns in general. It's actually not
There are
something I
some
like doing.
days we never
I
forget.
generally only watch speedruns to learn how to
Moments burned
do my
into
own
our
game
memory
faster.
until the day we die.
Or if I just like watching
Where
that
were
person in
you
particular.
the day everything changed? 4 years ago, one man tried to destroy our way of life. One man tried to throw the world into darkness. It felt like we could never find our way back. But we did. Together. When you were vulnerable, we gave you our strength. When you were sick, we delivered you.
Kinda true.
Welcome to Detroit! 2.5 million people
How
live in
to
camps
strafe.
just like this one. No fucking holiday. But they got food, water, security, all courtesy of Atlas.
It's
Now,
strafe with an F,
KVA
yeah.
have balls to move in next door.
You walk forward and diagonally, and then turn in the same direction you're walking, like this, and then turn right, and then you jump. So that the turning on the ground is what increases your speed.
You look like shit.
So if you watch the velocity meter here,
22 days straight.
it's weird. This is
KVA
a terrible
doesn't take
section
a
to show you.
break. Neither do we.
Copy that.
But yeah, that turn increases your speed, and then you jump to preserve that speed through the air. And then there's more stuff you can do with air strafing and all that, but that's more complicated. But it's fairly basic, and then it just takes a lot of practice to get that turning and timing and everything correct.
4 years of hunting down Hades, and his right-hand man turns up at our doorstep. Fucking brilliant.
Only works in missions. Do you mean in campaign? The strafe works in multiplayer, but you obviously in multiplayer when you land you lose stamina and speed and all that stuff. In the Modern Warfare campaigns you can land without losing any speed, so you can just chain them all together. But in multiplayer you can use that strafe to get to jump large gaps. Like that's how you get on the plane in Terminal in MW2, for example. Yeah, the reason this is a horrible place to show strafing is that the closer I get to my allies, the more it slows me down. Like if you watch me wall running here, my speed's actually like going down because I get closer, and it's like it ties your velocity to how close you are to the
1 second, Captain.
to the allies, so you can't overtake them. It's so rude. They do that a bunch in this game.
Scanning for isotopes. Please wait.
Yeah, it really is. This is the first COD game where they do that. I don't know if they do it in any newer ones.
Good place to hide something.
It's honestly like a good tactic for like casual playing. Honest, like lets you just really stick with them. But for speedrunning, it's just very sad.
Good to go. Bikes are prepped.
In Cold War, probably yeah.
All right. Settle up. Sync to me. Keep it on autopilot.
Bravo 2-1.
I have played Titanfall a little bit. I didn't like the movement.
Clock's ticking.
It might sound weird, but I don't know. I just didn't.
Hitting checkpoint blue at 5.
Remember, capture only. We need him to find Hades.
Roger. Bravo out.
Name and order number.
What is micro strafing? I haven't heard that term before.
5527.
Hold on. Got 4 operatives on bike.
What do you mean like that CSGO long jump style strafing where you just like wiggle really quickly?
Okay, you're good. Open it up.
Prophet. Bravo 2-1. Moving past phase line Delta. Stay locked up.
Can't believe this is Detroit. It hasn't changed that much.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it's like the CS long jumping style strafing. Yeah, that stuff is I'm okay at it, but I'm not great at it because that exact style of strafing straight up doesn't work in Portal 2. It's weird, or I think it does work, but even if you're perfect, it's just so much less effective than it should be. So it's just basically never a thing.
Standing by, 2-1.
Mitchell and I are taking the north side. You two are south. RV on Bait Street.
Roger that. ISR detecting movement.
Dumb.
Northwest at 100 meters from
There we
your
go.
position.
We'll keep our heads on a swivel.
Oh damn it! Don't do that.
Clean up vehicle ahead. No one's supposed to be in this sector.
Sometimes you get stuck on that wall, sometimes you don't, and I don't know why. It just makes things a hassle. So now I'm kind of slow.
Prophet, we're at checkpoint blue. Moving through the school.
Copy. We're tracking.
This is on the latest update, yeah. All the COD games I run are on this, like, current Steam version. We generally allow like any versions because, as far as I'm aware, there's never really any major differences in the older CODs, at least. The funny thing is, in MW2, there is a fairly major difference because elevators work in the original version, but they actually aren't useful as far as you can tell. But also, playing on console is that original version too. Like, Steam gets more updates than console does. So separating version leaderboards would have to separate PC and console as well, which some people would prefer. Damn it, Gideon. That was rude. Trying to COD strafe in that tight corridor was terrible. I do not play Quake. I've tried it occasionally and I'm pretty alright at the movement. I haven't really put like any time into playing Quake at all. If a game is on speedrun.com, it makes the water record a fair bit more official, I guess. But you can always claim water record in YouTube video titles if you want to.
I'd like to know who's watching my back, mate. That's classified, mate.
Not sure we have a choice.
The first game I ran was Modern Warfare 2. I did Spec Ops. Like, just the individual Spec Ops levels. Mostly the pit at first. Oh my god, that was terrible. And now we wait. So the problem is, I could like make this level, I don't know, a lot faster, but there's this trigger you have to hit somewhere in here that there's no way we know of to get to, except for going through all this horrible slow stuff. Otherwise the game just crashes. What switches does your keyboard have? Red. So I just thought of a thing that I need to try with this that I should try later. Like, I was talking earlier about how when the game crashes, like, when you go to resume game, it will just continue as normal and work. So it might be worth just taking the super fast route and crashing, and taking that crash time, and then like loading back in, and maybe it will work. But maybe not, because there's like, it's like a different reason that it crashes here, so it might not work that way. I need to try that later.
Been operating under disguise. They
I'm pretty sure World War II has the exact same bunny hopping mechanics.
Mitchell, get the door.
I don't have that game though, so I haven't played it.
Up the stairs.
Yeah. That would be literally unplayable if that was the case for this game. But I don't see why would a crash be GG reset the run? Like it's GG, your time is trash now, but just time how long it took to get back in game, and that's still how long it took you to complete the game. Like I think that's kind of a dumb rule, unless there's specific reasons with how the timer is built that you can't do that. But it's also not that bad, because like crashes probably aren't super common in that game, and if it does crash then your run's dead. Whereas this game is so unoptimized and it's just so bad that crashes always happen, that it's just they're gonna happen for a while until we figure them out. Well, maybe potentially. I'm not sure.
Mitchell, hold tight. I'm trying to get down to you.
Yeah. I feel like there should be a way to just make that not do that. I don't know.
Bollocks. If you can, push to the south side.
But I figured that would be why the rules would be that way. That wall run was not worth it.
Mitchell, I'm seeing a lot of movement. Stay hidden.
Oh, here's a good gun. I'll take that. Not that I really need it, but anyway. Wait, I was spamming E. Are you kidding? What? Excuse me, game. Okay, I had to press F. What? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. So, for the longest time, I was just spamming F there because, like, that's what you do in most cutscenes. But here I was like, I'm pretty sure it says E, so I'm gonna do that. And then it killed me while saying E. Good game. Literally high quality.
Down here. Look, you were compromised.
More on the way. Kick it off.
Oh my god, I did this stupid thing. Oh my god, I didn't have any boots left. That is so dumb. Watch me actually die here. Oh my god, that was like this level. Worst level.
Go, go, go!
Damn it, Gideon, don't murder me. Are you gonna get in front already? There we go.
Watch it!
These rockets are flying so slowly. Okay, that's what I get for checking chat. I was like, I can totally check chat right here. I'm just going the straight line. I need to like actually pay attention to the video game. This level's going terribly. Yeah, that's kind of sad, but I guess that's just a problem with the game. I mean, it's probably not too much of an issue. I assume Half-Life 1 doesn't crash anywhere nearly as often as this game.
Secured. Taking him in for interrogation. Gideon out.
Bunny hopping is not that much harder than strafe running. Like, that's the wrong split. Anyway,
It was as close as we.
The strafing is exactly the same. It's just the bunny hopping works.
Trail, and now
That's
we
the only
need his
difference.
number 2. The doctor was the key to everything.
So,
Gideon is more
we'll
annoying.
begin again. These people, who are they?
So this is what you think of me, huh? You think I'm a rat.
Now I'm just gonna not choke this level. Because that happened the last 2 times. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fail the second jump though.
Lean forward, Alona. Supposed to be on your honeymoon.
Keep your eyes on Hades, not me.
Key man is approaching.
Also, this is the last big out of bounds
You're
level.
up, Mitchell.
After this it gets a lot more generic COD style gameplay.
Uplink is good.
Let's find the key man. Scan for comm signals. You'll have to zoom in for a proper scan. Now, look for the KVA comm signal. That'll be our ticket inside the safe house. Try switching cameras. Try him.
Comm signal is a
That
KVA
scan went
match.
super fast
He's our
and I don't know
key man.
why. That just seems random. I remember when the Half-Life 2 segmented speedrun was first done.
Bravo moving.
Done with a high amount of velocity. 12 or whatever it was called, I don't know. Kind of a funny name. But, and then shortly after that was done, I think they found a ton of super broken stuff, and it just went way faster. But that was, I feel like that was the most entertaining one to watch, with the AVH flying across the map and then like landing in a tiny pipe across the map, stuff like that. What makes a strafe a strafe?
Then take him out. I'll
It's
clear out the back.
people call things whatever a lot of the time. In my opinion, a strafe is the turning movement that gives you speed. The hop is just what you use to preserve that speed.
This is private property. You need to leave.
I'm looking for the market. I guess I got lost.
I've never even played Half-Life 1 all the way through. I got it at one point,
Nice work.
like just to try, and then I think I
Weapons
like
ready.
got halfway through the first level and then just never went back to it, which I should because it was fun. I just like didn't. I'm so good at this game. There we go. Not bad.
Bravo, KVA inbound. Civilians in play.
Out of the way! Get inside and stay there!
Oh my god, what was that strafe?
KVA, incoming! Alpha, we're hitting a ton of interference. What's your status?
We're crawling with KVA. Keep pushing forward and try to cut off Hades.
Damn it.
Roger that.
Nice. I like that setup I have now. This is by far the hardest jump in the game. But the checkpoint's right here, so it's kind of nice. There we go. And just don't mess up any of this stuff. It's gonna be very easy to do. And I could be b-hopping along these railings and everything, but I just don't really want to. Game's not that optimized yet. Does the shaking really help move faster in restricted? Yes. When you can't jump, the fastest movement method is to do this. Because it's strafing, but without the jumping. Now if I just don't go the wrong spot here, this should be fine. Stay way left, because screw that.
Bravo, Hades inbound.
Damn it, guy, get out the way. I will kill you. Okay, I lied. I wasn't gonna kill him. Because I don't know if that fails the mission. I didn't find any religions myself in Advanced Warfare, I don't think.
Bravo!
Honestly, I already forget.
Get Hades at any cost.
Okay, that was pretty alright.
Be advised, more
Better than I did it like
inbound.
every other time.
Mitchell, look out!
What do I mean yet? I'm not sure what I was talking about. I'm not sure what part of the conversation I was in when that message was sent. Strafing works the exact same in Black Ops. Well, I don't want to say exact same. It works very similarly in Black Ops. There's some little weird differences, but it's mostly the bunny hopping that doesn't work. Or it's the landing that's different. All water records fall to time. It's just kind of a thing. Like, no matter how good you think X time is, in 5 years that record's gonna be bad. If the game's active.
Right. Let's get you out of here.
This game is not optimized yet, no. Not at all. The fact that I'm still playing through crashes and not really caring that I'm losing like minutes.
ID's confirmed.
It's not optimized.
EKIA. I send again. Hades is EKIA.
So they are still updating it? Do you mean? What do you mean? Like it's not getting patched. It's not getting new game versions, but speedrunners are always finding new tricks, new glitches, whatever. New strategies. Yeah, no, it's not getting patched. COD games don't get patched after like the first couple months.
What does Irons
It's just not a thing. That was a solid manhunt actually, even though I made a few mistakes. That's only like 20 seconds off water record. That's a very tough. It's probably the hardest out of bounds for sure.
Hades' death left us with more questions than answers. But all that mattered was that he was gone. It was the start of a new chapter for all of us.
At last,
I think COD 4 would probably get down to a 134 if, assuming no routes or consistency improvements or anything were found, and it just had more players, I think it'd be in the 134s. And that's probably it. I don't think a 133 would be realistic. But to be realistic, if it did get a higher player base, they would find more things, get consistency improvements, and it would get a 133.
Congratulations, you've achieved what no government was able to.
Thank you, Wendy, but the real heroes of the day are the men and women of Atlas. I couldn't be prouder of what they accomplished out there this week.
There are rumors that the UN will offer you a seat on the Security Council. Can a life in politics be far behind?
Especially in a game like Half-Life, where movement stacks so much. The thing in COD is, even in the Modern Warfare series, it has the best, maybe not fastest, but best movement, is you have to reset your speed every time you land, so no matter how good you are at the movement, you can't really.
How's it feel to be the hero
Like
of the
you don't go
world?
exponentially faster than everyone else. You just go a little bit faster. So you only save like a small amount of time over the whole game.
Meet me in maintenance room 6A. Don't bring anyone else.
All right, we're moving. Let's find out what the hell she wants.
like for example, Modern Warfare 2 record is an hour 22, and I did a single run of no strafing, and I got an hour 27, and it wasn't a great run. So I think a 125 or 126. I know a 126 is possible without strafing. A 125 might be. So it saves like 3 to 4 minutes over the entire game,
Echo team took down another KVA cell yesterday.
which is a lot less than everyone thinks.
80s was the key. The world, my friend, is running out of bad guys. You might be looking at an early retirement.
Afternoon, sir.
Trash game, yes. But yeah, I'm just talking about COD there. I can't make predictions or anything for Half-Life. I just know the movement there matters a lot more than it does here.
Did you tell anyone you were coming?
No. So what?
Scrambler will only buy us a few minutes. Sync to my HUD. I have to show you something.
Bloody hell's going on?
Just watch this. That's Irons with the technologist you saved.
So I don't know if Advanced Warfare has more out of bounds, more ways to get out of bounds. It just has more ways to complete the levels after getting out of bounds. Most of the time in the other games, you get out of bounds and there's just no way to progress the objectives, because it's really set, like do this, then this, then this, then this. But in Advanced Warfare you can just go up and like skip past 5 objectives and hit this next thing, and it just works.
We have to tell everyone. It's okay, it's alright. I'm gonna take care of this right now.
Yeah, so it saves 8 minutes, like, in a game that's 1/3 as long as MW2, and MW2 saves like 4 minutes. So it's like, so much more effective. I don't know what that math is, more than 10 times as effective.
It's from Atlas. No one has seen this but us.
Although that's not really math, because MW2 has lots of cutscenes, which really throws that off. But yeah, I think a good rough estimate is that strafing in COD is 10% speed increase over not strafing.
You knew about the attacks.
Which is like pretty mild.
You saw a forged recording from a terrorist.
You're insane! You're a monster!
I'm disappointed in you.
Yes, that's true, but we don't know how to get there.
Hold them here until the reporters leave.
I think there was...
Gideon.
It's not that simple. You have to get there and then get back inbounds to hit something else. Like, I think there's an extra step in there we need, and we don't know how to do that.
He said it was a fake.
He's made his decision.
Just stay where you are.
Listen, we've hacked into your exosystem. I need you to trust me. In 3 seconds, the fire suppression system will be activated. Get ready to run. Go, now!
Well, the thing is, if you go by just the numbers in COD, it's a lot more than 10%. And people always assume it's more than 10% because they look at the numbers. But because strafing like isn't straight, it wastes a lot of distance. So time-wise, it's like 10% faster. And I know strafing's the same in Half-Life. You waste distance, but you get a lot more speed than doing COD. So it helps quite a bit. And especially the fact that you preserve it, so you can waste distance getting speed, building it up, and then you can keep that speed and then go straight. And that's just so much more overpowered.
Swarm! Gone! We've got to get away from this swarm! Over here!
What? Okay. It didn't let me over.
Sewer access is directly ahead of you. Move.
what now?
You'll need to get through Old Town. Head toward the docks.
They're going to lock down the entire city to find out.
That's why you
Wait, what? What was I even stuck on? Okay, cool game.
Atlas forces are moving in.
Oh my god, not full damage.
Atlas 1, we got the runners cornered in Old Town.
Running around civilians is actually the worst thing.
There's a boat waiting for you at the end of the docks.
What am I stuck on there? Let me in? What? It wouldn't let me in because the grenade was there, I guess. That was weird. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing.
Head down to the now points of emergency.
We've got drones in pursuit! Dive under those boats! Go faster! Hit the ramp!
Go! Go!
Oh my god, what? Don't hit that.
Missile lock! Dive! Incoming! Dive! Look out! Look out! Watch out!
How many missiles are they going to shoot at me? Yeah.
Look out! More missiles!
We're getting close.
Look out.
Don't see.
Good!
This is actually a decent base still. There was a few awkward things there, but it's alright. The respects have been paid already, yes.
Mitchell, alone. Can you hear me? You've got to keep moving.
Are you alright?
Can you move?
Copy.
So,
Boat's finished.
maybe
We're on
maybe
foot.
your ability is going to help, but I was pretty confident this was going to be Waterhood anyway. Because I tend to... I got Waterhood first try on an okay run that had things go wrong. Second run always goes worse than first run, and third run usually fixes most of those mistakes.
Contact! Get to cover! Watch those containers!
Oh my god, this is so dumb.
Drop us that ledge. Get up to the sky bridge.
That was really awkward for some reason.
Drop down and cross the sky bridge. Get across the sky bridge.
Why are you standing in the way? You normally don't do that.
Train will cross it.
Careful!
Yeah, it's kind of funny, to be honest. But we'll see.
Keep going!
If I don't get Waterhood this run, I'm blaming you.
Jump, Mitchell!
That's what's happening. But it's mostly dependent on how many crashes I get, so maybe your special ability can just stop my game from crashing. Because the one crash I got was actually because I did something wrong, and not just because the game randomly was bad. So far, I haven't got one of the randomly bad crashes yet. And I usually get like 2 or 3 on average.
You're wrong about irons. I'll hunt you down myself.
I'm not wrong.
Roof is clear. No sign of him. All right. Inside. Now.
Is it crashing? No, it didn't. That was really close to crashing.
It's time for some
Right as you left.
Until now, we've
Sketchy.
stayed in the shadows.
watching, waiting. We were formed 4 years ago. A US-led multinational unit. Codename Sentinel. Our mission, to investigate the KVA attacks and prevent anything like that from ever happening again. But soon it became clear that there was an even greater threat. A man ready to exploit this tragedy for his own gain. After the attack,
Here he comes. Time to find out what we signed
This
up
section for this level really bothers me. It's just like a completely pointless cutscene, and I don't even need to move. I can just stand still.
Fought with.
Beating myself is great.
I know this
I
is
beat myself all the time.
but I need you to move past that. This is bigger than any of us.
Gotta improve every day. I've never actually tried going in here. There should totally be like intel in here. That would just make sense, right?
Team, we have the green light for Operation Lone Wolf. Thanks to intel from Mitchell, we know that Irons will be traveling to his private estate for a high-level meeting. I'll be leading the insertion team, and SEAL teams will be on standby for exfil. Irons is priority number 1. We infiltrate his home, and we gather intel on his next move. Let's get it done.
So this level should theoretically be super easy now that I think I've got it all figured out. It should be like one of the most consistent levels, hopefully.
I'm in. Patrol patrols are switching out. Clock is ticking.
Kingpin, we're
I'm
at the
going
front
to
door.
there.
Copy. You are clear to knock.
Ready, Hooks.
It's not going to be, yeah. I'm gonna do the thing that should be consistent, and then I'm randomly gonna get detected and lose a minute, and it's gonna be amazing.
Irons' personal estate.
So this is what thousands of dead bodies will buy you.
I'll track down Irons. We need to be there when he meets with his contact. Alone on me. Let's move.
Good job, Cormac. You did it.
Your AR optics. Target track coming online. Alright, now tag that so.
Which gang are you?
Optics check out. Syncing your HUD to the drone network. We can track anybody within 500 meters of the estate.
You get sucks.
Alright,
if you say so.
Get to the security center and patch me into their system. Don't move. Tangle's on your left.
Denmark land? Oh, okay.
Move into those bushes. Let's take care of that last guy. Wait until he's close. It's quiet. Hide with your round. Good work. Get to the rooftop. Ready to micro EMP.
Yeah, you don't need to take out anyone. Just gotta go fast. I used to think that too, and then I was like, why don't I just try not doing that and see what happens? And it works. It's exactly the kind of thing you need to do once you're doing a game. Just try all the dumb ideas. Some of them are going to work.
I'm in. Okay. I've got full control of their
So that really just depends like where you learn English from, right? Like if English is your second language, do you pick up weird accents by learning it from different places, I guess?
Cormac, we're all patched in.
Nice work. Mitchell, regroup with me at Irons' office. Alona.
This is the sketchy part.
Copy. I'll cover it best I can.
Why did I hit a tree when I boosted? That was rude.
Careful, Mitchell. Got a lot of activity.
That drone's a little bit sketch. Oh my god, it almost attached to the thing underneath for no reason. I didn't even move and it was like, yeah, let's just go here for a frame. That's the worst thing if it decides to do that. So I need to be cautious with that last grapple because I let go right as it switched. I wasn't even moving my mouse.
Negative.
There's his desk. Get started. We're in. Let's see what we can find. Found something. Knox, we've got the meeting itinerary.
So
It's in the hangar.
the Rixa is from Denmark as well, I'm pretty sure, and he sounds like completely American. Like I assumed he was American just listening to him talk, and that was interesting. But I think it's, some people just learn it like differently.
Patrols are headed your way. You gotta get out of there. There's a convoy incoming. Northwest entrance, ETA 30 seconds.
Metro, move. Can't miss that convoy. That convoy's our ticket to the hangar.
I had no idea you were French, yeah. I mean, I haven't heard you talk, so that like helps me not understand. But I just assumed you were American. Like your English sounds like perfectly fluent, or it appears to be in text anyway.
Wait for my signal.
Hello. State your name and all the passengers.
Yes, hello. Ted Bot driving, and the passenger is Dr. Bellamy.
One moment.
In position, Knox.
Okay, you're all clear. Mr. Irons is waiting. Have a good night.
Bellamy. Knox. Run that name.
Already on it. Bellamy is an alias for Dr. Pierre Danbois.
Alona. I thought it was rotting in another cell.
So did I.
Knox. Get all this to command. I want to know what the hell Danbois doing here.
Copy that.
Dr. Bellamy, there's been a security breach.
What? What's going on?
Please, sir. Mr. Irons is this way.
Who is it? Who is it?
I'm sorry. sir.
Now.
Procedure. We have our orders.
On me.
It's kind of funny how Americans can't understand like British accents or some Britishisms a lot, but as an Australian, like it always makes perfect sense to me, almost always. And like I hear people talk about how Scottish is like the hardest accent to understand, but to me it's like no problem. I don't know if that's just because Australian is like slightly closer accent-wise. No, I never struggled to understand you. I had a few friends from like a while ago that had the same accent.
That cargo must be red. We need to find out where it's going. Mitchell, on me.
I have almost no accent though, I'm pretty sure. Like, I have a very mild Australian accent, I think. But if you go further north, you get like really strong Australian accents. It's not very different.
Drop him quick. Clear it out.
Just phase straight through that box, no problem.
Go, go, go! Tracker! Ready, Mitchell! Detach!
I feel like I've got to hear your voice now after that confusing mix of accents it's supposed to be. I think you've made all of us curious. I actually don't know anyone from Tasmania, so I don't know what that accent's like.
Kingpin, it's a signal 2-3. Tracker has been successfully coupled with the target.
Copy that, 2-3. We've got
But when you go up to Queensland, you quite often get that much stronger accent. Although you can find it kind of anywhere. Depends.
If Irons is planning a strike anywhere in the hemisphere, this would represent an ideal staging point. Our only option is to intercept Pandora in international airspace and force a controlled landing. Coordinates for...
Yeah, so a lot of Americans have trouble distinguishing between Australian and British. Like I've had plenty of people assume I'm British. And to me it's like, wow, I don't know. The difference is like so obvious. It's kind of interesting.
Sentinel 2-3 on final approach.
Copy all, Sentinel 2-3. Your primary objective...
They're definitely not too far off, but when, like, looking at it from the inside, it's hard to see. Like, the differences are much more clear to me, I guess.
Sentinel 2-3 out. Activate mag grips. Alright, Mitchell. Time to bring this bird down.
I am Australian, yes.
Watch the winds. Use your mag grips to steady yourself. Set your charge. Device set. Activate on my mark.
Something tells you? We'll see. I forget where the time losses were in this level, in this run. I think I lost like 2 more minutes on the second last level, but I think... Oh, I crashed on Biolab and that lost a bunch of time. I remember that. So I think I've got time saving Biolab and then in Captured I've got like roughly 3 minutes worth, not quite.
Copy that, Sentinel 1. Guardian 5 is on the ground.
Hopefully Crash doesn't crash. We'll see.
We have your signal, Sentinel 2-3. Drone guidance is on target for the drop point.
Kingpin, any response by Atlas?
So I'm getting more and more certain that the beginning of this area is just based on getting kills, but it's like based on getting the kills in the the first groups of enemies, and not just rushing to the end and killing the last group for whatever reason. So there's like a little bit of a weird like specification there, but pretty sure I know what's up.
What do we got?
The extraction team flew the back hatch and is securing the cargo.
All units be advised. We picked up an Atlas QRF on approach. Drop pods are in.
This was the next game after Ghosts, wasn't it?
They're punctual. I'll give them that.
Oh my god, get out of the way. So I think I don't even take the grenade launcher, I just shoot everyone. Just aim good. No, that was I just got hit with. I probably need to move up faster. Wait, that's still not it? Oh, teammates. Go like there. Okay, that was actually slower. So I think I moved up too quickly. I think I needed to kill a few more enemies there. Maybe, I guess I need to kill the first group so that my teammates move up. And then when they get halfway there, that's when I can do it. So I rushed too hard there. So I just need to kill everyone and just like run straight away. Yes, it's like 5-6 seconds already, or a bit more. Actually close to 10. Dang, that was kind of bad. Oh, that was not the right way to do that.
Is everyone alright?
I've been called a hacker plenty of times. In fact, I actually started playing Krunk for a little bit, like, whenever that was new. And it got to the point where I straight up couldn't play because as soon as I started, the whole like lobby would just quit, and that was kind of sad. But that was kind of funny too.
Looks to be an opening through here.
I don't play COD multiplayer now. I needed to do that earlier. Damn it! Stop pinballing me around, you trash game. There we go.
Right then. Let's move.
Why am I? Okay, stupid game. I always feel like I'm getting lost here, but then I take the right route every time. God damn it. It's fine though, because I actually like can't be too fast here, because these guys don't spawn. when I go too quickly. Can you die, please? There we go. So I think skipping through the ice wall like I do is actually not a great idea. Also, yeah, there's no way you would survive the fall I did there, like at the beginning. It's just way too far. I would like to see someone do a veteran run at this level. It might be one of the harder ones to do. Because it's probably the most fighting right there. Oh, that little bounce though, what? What a pointless boost there. $50 on crashing. We'll see. Max Payne 3. Does Folon have the world record for that, or did he have it at one point? Is that the game I'm thinking of?
More hostiles dropping in.
I just like didn't want to boost me. What's going on? Bad game.
Drop them quick. Contact ahead. Drones incoming.
What is going on there? Okay, whatever. Good enough. I think this crash time is actually going to be pretty bad. I think I made like a lot of mistakes here.
Open fire! Move! We need that cargo!
Oh my god, what am I stuck? Good enough. I don't actually think that was time.
Guardian 5, Sentinel 2-3, how copy?
Sentinel 2-3, where the hell are you? We are under fire. Multiple KIA. Requesting immediate hot exfil.
God, America's Got Talent.
This is Atlas 01. We're Reza Michaels at KIA. What?
Why now, Gideon? You could have escaped from New Baghdad with us.
We'd all be none the wiser. Planning preemptive strike against the United States. He's been secretly developing a WMD bioweapon.
We're supposed to follow you?
He wanted to kill us.
Little Shepherd moment. No, I never noticed that. But yeah, it is. Wow. I've not played Metal Gear Solid games, no.
You want to stop him? We need to get to that cargo now. Okay. You lead the way. Mitchell, Cormac, grab those stingers and get outside.
Winds are picking up.
Kingpin, this is Sentinel 2-3. Guardian 5 still has the cargo and we're closing on the location.
Ready for pickup.
Do you copy?
Sentinel operatives have been dealt with.
Roger that, Gideon. You're lucky we
Better in Advanced Warfare. Probably never.
Say again, King.
To be honest. Some of the levels are really not bad, especially the ones with Out of Bounds. But, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't really sound like fun. This run is already like max length that I want to play consistently, and Veteran's gonna be even slower. That did not lose as much time as I was worried it would. Did the game crash? The game crashed. That's cool. Oh my god. Who bet 50 on the game crashing? So that just wasted an extra like 15 seconds for no reason. So we're on Biolab now.
This is Manticore, a biological agent designed to target specific genotypes. If your DNA signature isn't in the Atlas database, you're dead.
So, he can drop this in the middle of a battle. His troops live, ours die.
That's right. Contact with even a single spore is fatal. Chem suits are useless.
Is it operational?
Unknown. But because he produced this sample, he could already be manufacturing at an industrial scale.
If he is, we need to know the where and the how.
Yeah, you do.
It's the only way we bring Irons down.
Problem is, Atlas has dozens of sites.
What was the two kidneys bet over even? Was it if it was going to be MW3 record at the end of the trilogy run?
Location.
I don't remember.
Are you
Oh wait, I didn't lose time on Biolab on this run. Dang, okay. So there's just captured to save time. That makes more sense actually. But as long as Biolab doesn't go terribly for whatever reason, like as long as it doesn't crash, this should hopefully be fine.
Go!
Don't shoot me, that's so rude. Yeah, way more intense. Like, I don't know why they give you this weird ass running animation too, like, I don't like it. It's, the dumbest thing is that you're going at walking speed too. The velocity is 190 while you're doing this stupid sprinting thing. So it looks like you're putting in so much effort and you're not getting anywhere. And it's just like, why?
Helo circling around. Come
They're
on.
gonna make you like run like that, give you like max move speed like they do on Favela, on Hornet's Nest.
Up here. Move it. Hold on. Come on. Exo's up. Cloak.
Chopper's moving off. We're good to go. Sync your visor to my signature.
Maybe I'll try that one time, but I have no idea what that's like.
Don't let them hit you.
I'll have to look at it.
Drone, don't move.
Is that sub 21 seconds? Or...
Easy.
And what even is it? You say it's deathmatch, but at like 21 minutes. Oh, that's like pretty lengthy. Okay. But yeah, what do you do in that category? Shoot things, I guess.
Let's go. Watch your energy cells.
Is it like a target force, or is it like, is it fighting actual people, or is it like bots? Shoot bots till you hit the kill to win. Okay. I feel like that stuff, I'm probably wrong, I feel like that stuff is super random. In COD games it's super random. But probably the spawns are not as random. Or more abusable or whatever in that, which makes it more consistent. I don't know.
Negative, Sentinel 2-1. Try to effect link up with Sentinel 2-3.
Copy. Fucking hell.
13 different maps with different kill goals. Interesting.
Charge your cloak. Convoy ahead. Hold up. 5 ASTs approaching. Forget about shooting our way past this one. More incoming!
Just for the Night House mission? Yeah, I don't have that Modern Warfare game, so I don't know. The water I could hold up for most of the levels is, or was in chat, I don't know if he still is here. But... yeah, I don't know. I don't really like the mechanics of those games. I tried Cold War a little bit, so I didn't try 2019. But the movement feels a bit weird, and the sliding is kind of dumb, in my opinion. And it just feels slow. But if I might eventually get my hands on 2019 and try it. I don't know. The other thing that annoyed me is I would have done the target course, but it's like you have to play multiplayer to get attempts at it or something stupid. So I just didn't bother. And it took a very long time for the world record there to get like remotely decent. Just because I guess everyone had limited attempts.
We need an exfil sharpish. Had to drop a few of their guys. It's gonna be a riot when they discover the bodies.
Mission isn't over yet. Kid up.
Mission was over before it began.
We're not leaving until we take a look at this place.
I feel like he was slow there, but I might be wrong.
Knox, show him.
I think I attached my thing here at like 5:15.
And lots of it. They've got something to hide.
We lost the initiative. We should come back another day.
There is no other day.
This thing goes sideways. It's
Yeah, no, this seems about right.
It's always been on me.
He's a hard bastard, I'll give him that.
This is the last out of bounds in the game, by the way. It's in this level. If anyone's interested in looking out for that. It's not much out of bounds though. It's only a little, tiny little thing.
Holographic canopy. Target shows up ahead. Clear.
This is our breach point. Mitchell, get us in.
Yeah, I could imagine. There's different types of RNG that annoy me, and enemies acting weirdly, or like just not being around, needing to kill them quickly, I think is a lot more annoying than the COD style RNG where your allies are just randomly different speeds. But I think a lot of people get annoyed more by the slow allies, because you have no control over it. It just is what it is, sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow, so to me it's not too big of a problem. But I think that run where like trying to deal with enemies spawning closer or just like moving around strangely would probably annoy me a lot more. Why is that guy invincible sometimes?
Get on that console.
Okay, boys, rip the room. Drives, data packs, anything interesting. You know the drill. Kingpin, commencing SSE, uplink to follow.
Standing by to receive package.
Grandpa, those two over there. Bingo, we have the package transmitting.
Uplink confirmed.
All right, burn it down. Thermite out. There's more of this place than bioweapons.
It's surprising there's still like almost an hour to go in this run.
Take irons down.
And I'm at the end of Act 2. Or like, I'm in the last level of Act 2. I'm halfway through it.
Good job. Proceed with second target. 2-3, be advised. We've got enemy packs swarming the target.
They just activated a sensor net. Our cloak is gonna be useless. Okay, stealth's no longer an option. Watch out for sensors. They'll scramble our exos. Go.
What's he doing that? That's illegal. Oh god, I didn't finish that reload. Trying too hard.
We're here. I've got trace toxins on these canisters. This is all Manticore. Mitchell, plant the FRPs. Let's seal this up.
Death Run stream? Me?
Everyone out!
Don't play Death Run.
Kingpin. Manticore is
And all the servers I've ever tried have way too much ping, so it's like legit unplayable.
Too hot. Skies full of hostiles. We've established LZ Black 3 clicks to the southeast. We've ID'd a T-740 in the south hangar. That's your ride.
Understood. We're moving.
Oh my god, what is that like remote control? No tactical grenade ammo, that sucks. But it died in 8 hits. I didn't think it normally did that.
Knox, get this door
Neat.
open.
Time save. Oh, I need to wait for them to get there. Huh. So I thought I was going to save a bunch of time, but I didn't. So I guess that fight is fully optimized already. I don't know how to dev map the maps. Like, I don't know. It, like, I think someone tried to show me before and it just didn't work. Why did I miss that? Come on. Oh my god, what is going on? I pressed a jump and it just like didn't. What?
Doors open, let's move!
Okay, there's like way too many people up there. Okay, that was far more difficult than it needed to be. I don't know what was going on there. They're pretty quick. And this is, oh, the next part is like where it crashes semi-often. We'll see what happens. KF5 is probably my favorite gun in this game, yeah. So my theory is, if the screen inside the tank is fully rendered in, I don't do anything. If it's like half broken, then I have to shoot the main cannon immediately. Because when it was fully rendered in and I shot immediately, it crashed. When it's halfway in and I don't do anything, it crashes every time. Or it should be like a quarter of the way in or something I've never seen before. It's fully there. So let's just do nothing. And it didn't crash. Nice. Well, at least I've got that figured out now. The thing is actually invincible. Can I not kill that guy? Did that first shot actually miss? I guess the helicopter sacrificed itself to save the tank.
Warbird, on our left. Fire again.
Damn it. Damn it. Trees, get out the way.
Warbird down. Taking fire from the right. Taking fire from the left.
That's the... Wait, no, it's not.
75%.
What's going on? It like wasn't shooting. I thought I had the wrong gun out.
Hit him again! Nice shot. Fire from the left! Can't take another hit like that!
Okay, this is solid pace. I lost a little bit of time. Maybe not quite 3 minutes edited into this. Also, I just missed like a lot of chat. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I don't know what that thing is. Is that the new PogChamp or something? Is that what's going on?
4 packs on board. Hold on.
Shit! Should have scrapped it. One step ahead of you, mate. Nice work, soldier. Once we get this stuff decrypted, Atlas is history.
It is pretty weird that they removed PogChamp though. Like that action doesn't really make sense in my opinion. No crash, thank you. That was another place that would commonly crash, was loading out of Biolab.
Private corporation to become a member of the United Nations Security Council. Unfortunately, my appearance today has been clouded by a flurry of speculation that my company is developing a weapon of mass destruction which would be capable of targeting specific ethnic groups. I want to address these.
Gideon, put in. North side's all clear.
Wait, what's he playing at?
What do you got? It's Robinson. Let's move.
The low quality textures have helped immensely, yes.
White van with commercial plates just jumped the checkpoint.
It still crashes sometimes anyway, but it crashes less than half as much.
Punch it, Mitchell.
And although I don't know if it's the textures, I lowered literally everything. So like, I don't know if it's loading in the textures or loading in what graphical options or anything that does it. Oh my god, I can't see anything. Who is ramming me? What?
Get around that tanker.
All units, we have multiple Atlas vehicles.
Don't do that, oh my god. Wait. Oh, rescue. Rescue with that opinion. Why am I even trying to shoot at this barrel? It doesn't do anything. This is actually really fast, fun. Playing Cyberpunk. Honestly, it looks surprisingly close in these cars. Just very, very low graphics.
You good? Cormac, our pitbull's out of action. Proceeding on foot.
I almost messed that up.
Circle 01, I need a sit rep.
Blockade any incoming ship. SFPD is on the scene.
Copy that. We're moving to intercept.
Brilliant. Got the band dead. Dead center of the span. Our pitbull's dead. Target bands are packed. Negative. The band's the priority.
I always get 2 jumps where it doesn't let me boost. Because I run out, I guess.
On the ground. On the goddamn ground.
Correct. Is this Waterford base? It's close.
Sentinel 01, the carrier is almost clear of the bridge.
Yeah, I didn't buy into Cyberpunk either. I was pretty sure it was going to be overhyped. Like, I was pretty sure Cyberpunk was going to be a good game, like a solid game, but it was just hyped way too hard. I don't know how or why it was, but anyway, it just happens sometimes.
Get back, everyone, get back! Move! Get off the bridge! Get off the bridge! Look out!
Your new GPU would especially die on Cyberpunk. Mountain Blade is a great series. I haven't really played them enough, honestly. Well, I only have the original one, but it's pretty good. Warband, I think, yeah. This mission is my favorite, I think. Okay, that's impressive. Dang. I don't think I've never put that amount of time into any like casual game. I think the most is I have like 400 to 500 in Skyrim, and I've played that through so many times, and like done so much modding so many times, all that stuff. Yeah, online games can easily rack up that number of hours, for sure. One playthrough of Skyrim? Damn, like, wouldn't you have like maxed out all the levels of everything in like 60 to 100? I don't know. I got to level 61 or something, or 63 once in Skyrim on one playthrough. I mean, yeah, you gotta have mods to get that number, that amount of playtime, but still, I was impressed. I have no idea how he gets out here that quickly.
Alice is trying to take control of the carrier's weapon systems. We need to get jammers
Uber,
on those
yeah.
rail guns and fire technicians some time.
Just called in a helicopter Uber. It's what it's gonna be in 2060.
They're gonna try and take the ship's bridge. Let's move.
We won't let them get away with this. Contact, find attack!
Wait, I switched guns, stop. That was annoying. I don't know why he didn't die. My grenade launcher just didn't shoot straight, which was really stupid. Because it's supposed to be like homing grenades or something, except it just doesn't work occasionally or something. Damn it.
Warbird has a bead on you. Take cover. That should slow down. Railguns are secured. We're heading to the bridge.
I think I have almost 3,000 on MW2, but that has co-op. I don't know if you count that as single player. I have like 4,000 something on Portal 2, which also has co-op.
We need to get to the bridge.
Damn it, bananas. Boost. Okay, that would be alright.
Atlas has taken the bridge. Larklake security is being compromised. They bypassed our jammers.
We have to break through to the other side of the hangar deck.
Okay, finally. That thing is just occasionally not solid, and I don't know why. This is what I want. Wait, no. That's what I want.
Through the door.
Those cargo ships are tearing up the fleet.
I should have boosted there. That was so awkward.
Almost at the bridge.
Oh my god, what is going on? I don't understand how this thing misses. It's supposed to like track people or something, except it just doesn't. Oh my god, stop. That's everyone. That's much better than what I was doing before.
Okay, linking in.
I think I already have like 60 something hours in this game.
Get on that terminal.
I've had it like maybe a month. There's so much like learning strats. It takes quite some time.
Cargo ship is down. Switching to the second ship. Hold that target. Down.
Doing ILs actually tends to take more time, or tends to put more time on your game than running full game, funnily enough.
Copy that, Kingpin.
Fucking hell. There's no turning back from this.
What happens next?
Next. Irons just murdered
Hours
thousands
spent
of innocent
correct
people
on
in
running to a
US
certain
soil.
time. So yeah, that's an interesting thing I've noticed. It's obviously not always accurate. You get some outliers that just learn really quickly. Like some people are just straight up better at video games. But it's on a highly skill-based game like that, it's like there's definitely trends. Portal 2 was the same. Like in Portal 2, if you didn't have like 2,000 hours, you weren't really considered a top runner, and it was just straight up that simple. There was only like 1 or 2 people that could be that level without that many hours.
State of war for over 100 years. Time and again, we have seen the catastrophic results of this belligerent, militaristic policy. These wars haven't led to resolution or peace. These wars have only led to more wars. The United States has
Sentinel 2-1, approaching APC Romeo Victor North at Angels 5.
Roger that. Maintain low-level flight from there to
Yeah,
New
exactly.
Baghdad.
Portal 2 is much the same. It's the movement is so weird and awkward. It takes super long to learn and to get really good at. Right, I have to press that button. Damn it! I keep forgetting that that's what I have to do at so stupid. It's really dumb that they put that menu up every single time you play this level. Like, it's actually just bad game design.
More bandits coming over the ridge at 2 o'clock. I got this one. Target destroyed. Bravo. Got one.
Aim for the cover fire. You saved my tail.
Black ahead.
Stay below it, or use your blower to power past. Richard, watch that flash.
Phalanx drones ahead. More birds merging in at 12 o'clock.
Engage at will. Past ACP-4, heading to ACP-5. Mitchell, stay in the canyon. I'll take the right canyon. Mitchell, keep your head down.
Taking the left.
Mitchell, stay low.
Watch your 6, Mitchell. Approaching hydroelectric stand. Rock all ahead.
Watch for debris. Lock on to those hard points with intermittent missiles.
Watch your head, Mitchell.
Right hit. Find it close.
Also, I don't get why I'm suddenly able to fly this thing. Like, it's never been established in the game earlier that I have this ability or was ever trained for this. I just can. To be fair, there's a time skip of like 6 years where I'm just doing like military things. So I guess you could have easily learned, but it just was never shown.
5,000 miles to the right. I got this one. Stay focused. We're almost through there. That was mine.
Come on. This is Sentinel 01. Final approach to New Baghdad.
Copy, 01. Enemy air defense perimeter in 1.5 clicks.
Commencing drop sequence.
Autopilot engaged.
On deployment successful. 1,200 meters to target. Minimizing system power. Switching over to low detection.
I do not lift.
Copy all, 01. Your squad is off the radar.
I lift when I play co-op. That's the only place I lived.
Distance 2 nautical miles from the target. Over. Connecting the heads up to the battlefield network.
Our main target is Atlas Command Center, where Irons is directing the war effort from deep inside. Multiple MD turrets have been placed as air defenses around the city. We need to take them out in order to reach the command center. Coming in hot.
Gonna be a rough landing.
Reverse thrusters.
That was such a pointless grapple. Oh my god, that was actually like kind of bad. That's the new strat. Look at the correct angle so you like get down immediately. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, that's not what I wanted. I'm actually gonna die. Stupid game. Stupid grapple thing. Like doesn't go where you look. Just randomly does it. Okay, stop. There we go. Trash game. Like, this grapple mechanic is kind of interesting, but it's so poorly implemented. You have no control over what you're doing half the time. You only have control if you go incredibly slow, which is just boring. Oh my god, I almost was going to take full damage there. Run's dead. I think I lost like 15 seconds. Definitely kind of dumb, but not terrible. It was a pretty solid checkpoint.
What's happening?
Notch is down. I need immediate medevac on my location.
No, it's Manticore. We gotta pull back. Get everyone.
It was different in multiplayer, was it? I've never tried, so I don't know.
Why aren't we affected?
Irons engineered it to be
It was actually because I did it faster than I've ever done before, and I've never gotten down there before the robot thing was like able to be grappled and attacked. So now I know I have to like wait if I go too fast. Always learning new stuff from mistakes.
Citizens of New Baghdad, hold strong. Victory is within our grasp. Look around you, and you will see our enemies fall one by one. Each and every one of you can be agents of change. Yes, we will suffer losses. We will suffer setbacks. But make no mistake, we will win. The security that you desire, the security that you deserve, is within our grasp. But it can only be claimed if you are willing to fight for it. Fight for it.
I've cheated death many times. Got right up close to it. It was never something I welcomed, but with it comes serenity, a clarity that you'd never expect. You experience the present as the inevitable destination of every step you've taken towards it. And in that same moment, you see a different
yeah, so
path
that's
stretch out
kind of
for
how it's
you,
supposed to work here.
the path you could have
But
taken
like,
at the first
it just
step.
randomly picks what surface it thinks you're looking at, and it doesn't
We're
do a very
all
good job
on
of
this
it,
road
is the
together.
problem.
The good men who fight for wrong causes.
Like, I straight up think the grapple would be better if it just shot out in a straight line, and if you were looking in the right spot and it landed, then it would work, and if you missed, then you missed.
They are on the
But it like auto-corrects to put you somewhere else, and that's just so much worse.
Every journey has an end.
Like, it's more punishing every
And
time
death
a
can
mistake
only be
happens, and it
cheated
doesn't
for
feel like
so
the
long.
mistake is your fault when it does that.
We had thrown
And like half the time it
everything
isn't.
we had at Atlas and come up short. Now it was time to pay the price.
I feel like the first Batman movie in that trilogy is underrated. I didn't even like the last one that much. It was obviously a good movie, but it was at the end of the trilogy when all the hype had built up. I feel like everyone like forgets the first one. Batman Returns, is that the 97 one that I'm thinking of? Totally the best movie of all time.
Stay alert. Any detail could make the difference.
What is this?
Look at the length of this level.
Used to be a
18
research
minutes.
lab. Looks like
Straight up
Irons
awful.
modified it.
I can save almost 2 if I do this perfectly here, because I messed up with a bunch of terrible things. Plus it crashed. It's probably going to crash again
Prison
though.
now. This is it. Only way we
Yeah.
survive this is with
Oh,
you.
nice. Oh, it's Batman and Robin. Yeah, that's the best movie.
Everyone off the truck, now! Come on, get him off the truck. That's all of them. 10 coming open. These two, C-10, get them going. Into the cage. The rest of you, find the red line. 10 filling up. Past the line. 4 going down to 0. Get in the cage.
So nice when they speed me up like that.
Our air support was wiped out when Manico hit. I was outside the blast radius, but our squad was surrounded and outgunned.
Is there a rescue force coming for us?
Downtown is contaminated. We've put out the city entirely. I don't think anybody's coming.
10 coming open. All right, let's go, guys. Out of the pen. Out of the pen now. Move it. Here. Now. Get over here. Let's go.
Get over here. Sounds like a Mortal Kombat character I know. Stay in line. Wait, they didn't do it here. Weird.
Stay in line.
There it is.
Ball coming in. Roger that. C block. Up.
I think the funniest thing is
Eyes forward.
eyes forward. There's no one behind me. Who's punching me?
C block locking down.
I'm pretty sure it boosts me forward when I do it though.
Get moving. Stop looking. We got incoming to C6. Over. That's far enough. Get him on the floor. Open the chute. Open. Wires out. Clear. Hook him up. Go. Put that down. Have a nice day.
Yeah, Doc, I know. I haven't actually died, but I was like pretty sure that was the case. And then when I was screwing around with it last stream, Murphy or whatever his name is told me, "Oh, don't do that, I'm gonna die." And I was like, obviously I'm not gonna like keep killing myself when I'm on a run, but yeah, I thought that was funny.
I wanted to meet the man whose mission it was to kill me.
Our mission was to stop you. But if that meant killing you, I don't think anybody'd be too troubled.
DCEU could have been good, but they're just bad at doing it. Like, they don't have the right person like handling that.
Have failed so miserably.
Like Marvel,
But that's the way it has
like
to be.
it was a thing that was going to work anyway, I think, because it was I feel like movies almost needed to move in that
The ancient
direction,
Spartans knew the
but
true
they handled it
meaning of
really well,
warfare.
especially early on,
But that truth has been lost to us
which is why it went so huge.
for 2 millennia.
What of your son, Will? What was he?
But like the DC movies are just so much worse than they should be. It's kind of surprising.
Will was the victim of the misguided policies of the United States government.
Will died fighting for what he believed in.
Of course, the tragedy is, dying for what you believe in doesn't make it true. You're not young, but you are strong, Cormac. So I give you 20 minutes to bleed out. Time enough to consider whether it was all worth it.
Yeah, this is like 3 straight minutes of cutscene. Like, it's literally turned into a movie right now. It's so dumb. I can't even move my camera or like do anything. Like, at least in most cutscenes they let you move your camera and look around, but this is just like, there's nothing. It's so dumb.
I believed in you. I gave you a second chance.
You're nothing like Will.
Get him out of there.
Can you walk?
Stop, Irons.
Yeah, I think he lets you go twice when he captures you. And I think that's,
I've got him.
I don't know, I think he just doesn't want to kill you because you were his son's friend or something. And that ends up screwing him over. He doesn't come in because plot armor. Kinda true. I'm just trying to like make up a more respectable reason.
You look like his size. Grab his exosuit and sidearm.
Here. With only one wing.
This is the level where you can't reload, yeah. So the reason I was so slow on my PB was that I can't reload and I can't aim down sights, and there's civilians running around randomly, and if you hit any of them once, you lose.
This looks like surface access.
And I killed one of them, and it loses like a minute. It's so stupid.
Mitchell, get on that console and get the door open. Hurry up!
Drop your weapon! Get down on the floor! We will open fire! Mitchell!
Wait, he just like didn't die. That was weird.
What's happened?
Give me that gun. Good one.
Stand back!
So Gideon doesn't let me walk through this door, so I think I'm going to sit here and try and snap these guys.
We'll find another way!
Because I'm pretty sure he moves when they're both dead, but they kind of hide behind the corners and everything. Move! Like it just wouldn't sprint or do anything. Okay. Give me this.
If I know Alona, she'll secure topside evac. Let's not keep her waiting.
Yeah, the Marvel show is coming back. I don't think they're going to be as good.
He's launching missiles.
Not going to lie.
Baghdad was just the beginning. Washington, New York, Los Angeles. Military targets all over the country. Launches in less than 2 hours. Fuck.
There we go. I like how every single gun has extended mags in this level.
Stay calm. Shut up.
What wasn't really a thing until MW2? I kind of missed that. There wasn't that much in MW2. Are you talking about like the cutscenes or
Hello,
what?
did you read me? Shit. Come on.
Oh, America saving the world. Yeah. I mean, COD 4 had it a little bit, but it was mostly like, it was the British SAS that figured it out, and then in the last level they teamed up with the Americans to save the world. And in MW2 it was basically the same deal.
So this is Irons.
They teamed up with the America, I think? No, they didn't really. I don't know, I actually don't know the plot of the games I play. It was just Price and Soap that went and saved the world. So this is the trash part. I've just got to not get meleeed here.
Out of the way. Move!
And also not get blocked by trash civilians. Like that. I'm actually shocked I'm alive. So I've got to kill all these guys as fast as possible while not murdering civilians. That's Gideon. Are we good? No, we're not, because he's not moving. And there's civilians all over the place here, are you kidding? And he's not dead from a headshot. God, this game's dumb. Like, he literally stands in a pile of civilians so that I can't attack him.
On the fucking ground.
And then I shoot him in the face, line it up and everything, and he doesn't die. What a good game. 2019 man, probably never.
You, don't you fucking
Probably
move.
in a while, like
Get
a long
back
time
or I'll
away.
shoot. Come on, get the door. Where is Manticore launching from? Where?
The Atlas Command Center, in the city.
The hatch. Let's go.
Yeah, because he's an informant, so he has to have all the intel. That's just how it works.
That doesn't sound good. One up there.
I don't own 2019, and I'm not interested in spending that much money on it. Because the campaign doesn't seem that interesting. For a bunch of reasons.
Evade under this car. Mitchell, help me. We've got to move this car. Come on, push. Through here. Move it. Come on, mate. Shit.
Turn Jazz into Lewis Hamilton. I don't even know who that is. Unless it's just like a character name for that game.
That was close.
They totally should have kept Gaz. That's just like not cool. Please boost. Oh my god, don't boost.
Gideon, I secured the vehicle for exfil. RP in the north wall. Wrong route. Hurry! Cormac is in
Oh, he just like wasn't getting hit. What? Why is no one dying? Stupid tanky guys. Okay, that was fine. I think Gideon was pretty slow anyway. He just like flew through that door. What? Time save.
What the hell is this? There's enough Manticore here to hit every major military base in the world. We need to find Ilona and Cormac. Let's move.
Ready? Let's go! Move! Changing station. Sentinel 2-1 in the blind. You copy?
2-1, this is Kingpin. We copy all. Now we lost your soldier.
Irons is planning a biological strike against major bases in the next 2 hours.
Understood. We're tracking your position. Sending air assets to assist with that.
Kingpin, you copy?
Fanboys of any series that get too into it, like, always provide bad discussion. Like, I don't know, people get too hung up on their opinions being correct rather than an opinion in like any topic. Oh yeah, I got so many comments on all my YouTube videos about, oh my god, this movement, like, why are you doing it? You're stupid. It doesn't do anything. It's making me sick. It's like, I have the world record. Why do you think I'm moving like that?
Still looks functional. Hit the manual punch out.
Yeah, that. Why are they calculating that in a prison? That makes no sense at all. That's a really good point. I didn't think of that.
Pilot detected. Initiating neural connection. Neural packing error. Left arm. Repassing.
Smash through that wall. I'll hang back. You push forward and clear the way out.
Calibrating weapon systems. All weapon systems online.
Tango's in the building. Smoke them out. Bust through the wall. Head towards that warehouse up ahead. Bust through, Mitchell.
Oh my god, they're like blocking me? Okay, no.
Warning. Hull integrity compromised.
Launch a Tango. Lock on them and take them out.
Oh, that took ages. That might not have been worth it. I think that rocket missed. Wow. Okay, good enough.
We're approaching the north wall. What's your position?
Just get through the main gate. We'll find
Swarm missiles ready.
Blast the gate out of here. Break the lock. Flip that gate and hold it until I'm under.
I think this is close to what Orca pace. This went pretty well overall. I could have killed those enemies a little quick, the enemy like robots a little more quickly, because I hadn't tried using the swarm missiles on them yet, and it actually wasn't a good idea, funnily enough.
There they are.
But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and sit in the end game menu for like 4 seconds and see if that stops it from crashing. Because it crashes like 90% of the time I exit this level.
Let's pray we're not too late.
$17.46. No, it's just crashing immediately. I didn't even press enter, it just instant crashed. Wow. Whatever. Level over. That's the that's the end screen came up. So I just can't handle the end screen every now and then, I guess. I wonder if like finishing all the collectibles would help that. It's kind of sad though. That lost like 20 seconds. But I think I've lost about a minute on this run just to crashes. Which to be honest is better than average, but not great. So if everything goes well, this should be a 2:27, I think. Which is, I'm pretty happy with that, if so. Even a 2:28 I'm pretty happy with.
Come on. Come on. Stay with me. We're almost there.
Almost there. Almost there. It's not much further.
The Macmillan in the actual game is like the best one, in my opinion.
Don't stop. Don't.
Come on. Cormac!
So what now?
Now we finish this thing. We're the only ones who can stop our hands from launching Manticore.
plan only Gideon could have come up with. A frontal assault on Iron Stronghold using the 2 mech suits we found back at the base. Drones would fly us in. After that, we'd be on our own.
Sentinel 2-1, we're still detecting high levels of contamination in the city. We will not be able to get ground forces to assist you. Over.
Copy that, Kingpin.
Enemy forces are closing on your position.
Let's see him. Mitchell, weapons free. Light him up.
Rocket ready. Swarm missiles.
Enemies on the overpass.
Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready.
Almost blower, he's firing.
Swarm missiles ready.
Good hit.
Why was that not dying? What?
Rocket ready.
Is that thing legit invincible? What? That didn't make any sense. Those boats are usually not very tanky.
Rocket ready.
200 meters to drop point.
Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready.
Water's clear. Get ready to drop.
That guy died.
Swarm missiles ready.
Yeah, I
Rocket
tried to
ready.
restart game until captured to avoid crash.
Catch now.
I don't know what you mean. I can't restart the game in the middle of a run. That's the same as crashing, effectively, time-wise.
Kingpin, we're subsurface. Approaching the breach point.
2-1, be advised. We will be forced to strike the command center if you are unable to stop the launch. We'll risk further Manticore contamination, but it will be our only option. If you don't think you can stop it, get the hell out of there.
Copy that.
It is a pretty nice pace, yeah.
Breach point.
So a 225 would be like an actually respectable run, but I'm not going to go for that with how much it crashes. If I can solve all the crashing issues, I think I'll come back to this game because it's actually really fun. But the crashes make it kind of not a great speedrun on PC. And it's so tedious to test because it's just random. And the only consistent crash, and it's not even fully consistent, but the most consistent crash is at the end of the longest level. So like, I don't know if I need to mess with settings or like what, but then I need to play testing that is just a hassle.
Ilona, we're inside.
You should be right next to the launch pad.
Am I wrong, or is this way slow for some reason? Where's the time loss?
Swarm
What?
missiles ready. Rocket ready.
I think I'm like 10 seconds slow and I don't know why.
Rocket ready. Rocket ready.
Unauthorized personnel in Sector 4.
Rocket ready.
Ilona, the missile's shielded. We need another access point.
Head down. You'll have to use the exhaust vent on the bottom floor.
Copy.
Missiles ready.
Understand. Keep moving forward.
Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready.
They're going to launch. Go, go.
Rocket ready.
Where even am I? I can't get through that, I wasn't sure. Gideon's already right there, then he's moving.
Swarm missiles ready.
Launch in T-minus 4 minutes.
Rocket ready. Swarm missiles ready.
Cargo loading in progress.
Swarm missiles ready. Rocket ready. Swarm missiles
Is
ready.
that everyone?
Rocket ready.
Is this like really
Swarm
slow for
missiles
no
ready.
reason? Okay, there we go. I feel like I'm getting some weird RNG here. Like, I think this level's gonna end up really slow. Come on, Gideon, move.
Swarm missiles ready.
Okay, that section was actually good. But everything before that was like trash.
Access point to the exhaust vents up ahead. I'm sending you the position.
Got it.
This is going to be
Keep
water
pushing
for you.
forward.
Unless something really weird happens. But I've got like... I'm many minutes ahead. I'm 4 minutes ahead of water hood.
There's the hatch. Mitchell, over here.
Launch in T-minus 2 minutes.
I didn't sprint underwater like before? Oh, they might be right. I was holding shift, I'm pretty sure.
Stage 3
but I might have to
booster
keep
check
pressing
complete.
it. That's probably what happened. And then I definitely got unlucky in the first clear section. It just like was slow, and I don't know why. I had killed like everyone.
Go.
But I think it's just weird. Need to play it more to like figure out why. But yeah, my PB had a really fast terminus, so I'm probably going to lose a decent chunk of time. It might be a 228, I'm not sure. We'll see.
Mitchell, hang on.
You never know what to expect with a remaster. I actually think the COD remasters were handled surprisingly well. I really like the Spyro and Crash remasters as well. But there's definitely some really bad ones out there. I've never played Mass Effect though, so maybe I should try the remasters at some point. This is probably the dumbest section in the game coming up here. Like, I have to kill all these guys, even though I'm dying. Damn it, I missed. How did that he's like, stop moving! Oh my god, I'm so salty. I didn't get the collateral. How did that miss? It's aimed right on him. Oh my god. There we go. What a bad game. Oh, I'm so salty. That definitely lost like 10 seconds. I feel like the bullet doesn't go right where you're aiming. Like it doesn't feel quite right.
City defenses are breaking. Atlas troops
The assault was real.
We need to know the status of that launch.
Copy that, Kingpin. The launch has been aborted. Repeat, launch is aborted. You copy? Kingpin, come in. Ilona, are you receiving? Damn it, cut off. We need to move. They're gonna hit this building any minute. I'm setting you down. I need you to try and walk, Mitchell. Need to find some
GoldenEye remaster? That would be a good one, actually. To remaster MW 2019. They need to remaster Modern Warfare Remastered.
Hello, Mitchell.
That's what happens.
Don't you fucking move. I could ask the same of you. He's hacking into our exos! Come on,
What about like Ocarina of Time? Is that a good game to remaster?
On those things. The city is falling. It's over. What
I think a Morrowind remaster would be pretty good.
It's bigger than me, and it's certainly bigger than you. You think I'm a monster? That's only because you don't have the conviction
They want new games
to
instead
do
of
what's
remasters?
necessary.
Fair enough.
Necessary? The attack on America, unleashing Manticore, killing thousands of innocent people?
I'm saving the world from itself. When there's no one left to challenge Atlas, there will be
I have no
more
idea.
wars.
I don't play any of those
There
games.
had
I'm
to
just
be
like guessing.
sacrifices along the way.
twisted fucks throughout history have used the same argument. I don't know who stopped the launch. They'll bring this entire building down on top of you!
I could have killed you in the prison camp. I could kill you now. But I won't. I'm not a monster.
Kevin Spacey is not a monster.
Try to hit the
confirmed.
release on your exo. Now mine. It's not working. There's no time. If he gets away, this will all have been for nothing. Go. Now!
I think I normally like crash into the railing with him at like sub 12. So this is like really sketch.
Keep going.
Yeah, I think I'm like almost 20 seconds behind a great pace in this level. Dang, that was not great.
Mitchell, pull me up. I'm not letting go.
This will still be a 227 though, so that's good.
Mitchell, there's only two choices.
Nice
You either
overtake,
pull me
yeah.
up,
And then
or
just
this
pulls me
whole
right
building
back.
goes down and we go down with it.
That was some random guy, I have no idea.
Mitchell! What are you doing? What are you doing? Mitchell! I gave you that arm! Mitchell! I gave you a second chance!
He was one of the like strongest tier of soldiers. There's like a few different levels of how strong enemies are, and he was one of the strongest ones. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that 227. I might actually be done with this game now, just because of the crashes. Actually, a good time would be a 225, but I lost at least a minute to crashing this time, which is kind of sad.
I've got you, mate. I've got you.
Yeah, I don't know how I shoved him away so easily. Because I wasn't in an exosuit either. And he was one of the strongest enemies, and I'm just like, no, I'm a main character, bitch. Just get out of my way.
Irons gave me a second chance. And I gave it back. He thought he could
Not
solve
faster
the
than
world's
MW3.
problems.
16 minutes off.
If he did have the answer, he took it with him to the
It's
grave.
faster than like COD 2.
He was right about one
I don't know
thing.
what else. Ghosts, Black Ops.
This wasn't the end.
Maybe Black Ops 3. I don't know what the
It was
record
just
for that
the
is.
beginning.